Hey, hi. I've been on the tech crew with these two wonderful ladies since the start of the year, and they're like such good people to work along with. Such a great duo, really good working together. They're very dedicated to tech. Like whenever Jamie posts like this is happening today, they comment in like 1 minute. I don't know how they do it, but they're always there. When we did Joseph as well, I was quite demanding, and they like were patient when I asked them to like move the light an inch to the right. It's actually very hard to do. They also just know a lot about tech, both of them.
Okay, so hi, I'm Emma.
And I'm Mel.
And we'd like to be your tech managers for this year. So first of all, we've been in tech the whole year, been doing a whole range of stuff. So we set up formals, we opt formals, we also did Sportsman's Ball this week, and we do plays and musicals with Joseph, and then when there's been like open mic events, we help out with that as well.
Yes. So some things that we'd like to do if we do become your tech managers is there's three main things. First of all, up the training. There's a lot of tech equipment to play with, but not everyone knows how to play with everything. So we want to ensure that everyone can handle everything safely.
Following on from that, something that we've seen is that we have some people who are very good at like specific things like lights, some people who are really good at sound. It's really problematic when not everybody is there. You kind of need to have everybody with a basic knowledge of everything. So what we'd like to do is increase the number of cheat sheets that we have to make sure that everybody's able to use all of the equipment, at least at a very basic level, to make sure that all the events run smoothly.
Yeah, that was the second point. And the third point is kind of up the participation in like just kind of get more people into tech. Because first of all, there's quite a lot of work to do. Like I'm not going to lie, there's like rigging, opping, and de-rig every single form. And we'd just like for as many people as possible to join tech group.
So following on from that, because we want to have more people, we also want everybody to be able to take part in lots of different things. That also follows along from the whole training perspective, that everybody who joins tech will be able to take part in lots of different things to gain experience across the board, to make sure that we always have a fully functioning tech group. And of course, what we would really like to do is we also have the new tech sabbatical role next year. So we want to make sure that we have really good communication with Johnny so that we're able to get everything up and running with the extension.
Vote for us.
Does anyone have any questions for these two? Sorry,
you both do law. Yes. And you will have a lot of deadlines, especially in first term when you won't have a fully trained tech team. How will you be able to organise events considering that you both won't be able to work at the same time?
I think one of the advantages to having such a big tech crew is that we have like the advantage of being able to draw on people who are experienced, so previous tech managers, and also people who stay in touch with the tech crew, even though they might not be as active. So I think that would be a huge help, especially in the first term while we're training people, because obviously we've only been here for 1 year. There's still equipment that we're not as familiar with as people who've been here for 3, maybe going into their 4th year, and so that would be something that we really rely on, drawing strength from everybody else.
And following on to that, because by having the previous people who have experience already, we can help that transition process into the new tech group to make the whole process easier. So it's not like the new freshers think they're being thrown into deep end.
Any other questions? Yes, Jane.
So one of the things Peter and I have found that it's very easy for like big formals to fall back on the same routine with the same lights and like the same things, because for example spring ball, it's at the time where everyone's got like summatives, coursework, whatever, and so you're just kind of like, okay, we'll get it done, but you know, whatever. What are your ideas for like new stuff to do at formals, such as the lanterns we did in Solstice?
First of all, I'd like to say, unlikely for us to fall back onto previous formal designs, because I do remember when we did design one time the lights, it was just completely different from what was done usually. And I think for like, perhaps for like other formals and stuff, more of, rather than having just coloured legs, we could do something else with that. So like we could have like, I can't think of the words.
Anyway, so on a side note to that, what I think is that in relation to the training that we'd like to do, I think what's really important is that at the beginning everybody gets really, really familiar with the basics so that we don't have to, because obviously summative season, nobody has time to play around with the equipment and figure out how it works. If everybody knows how everything works, then you're able to come up with a lot more creative ideas straight away to create new combinations, so like new combinations, so come up with new lighting combinations, sound combinations, and also like we're always getting new like tech toys, so like you've got the star cloth, that looks really good, so just basically play up with that a little bit.
One last question, if anyone has one. Yes, Jamie.
Who's a better tech manager, Peter or myself?
No.
Yeah,
Because you run as a pair.
You both just one.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Peter!
Thank you very much. We move straight. We move straight on to the international officers